and welcome to Tech Res. Well, Victoria 3 Tech Res. You can already see one of the new resources. Media content, which is actually going to be pretty important. I also have besides Tech Res, like some smaller mods, but the big mod is, well, I have Assart Department, which essentially is a way to like get monthly arable land with an unlimited value, I'm pretty sure. I will be using it too. But besides Tech Res, I also have private construction thing, which will be very important, I'm sure. Anyway, the reason for that is because it allows like a private sector to like have and own construction, which of course like increases their power and everything, and also means I have like to less do, like I don't have to consciously expand it. Anyway, as you can see, there's a lot of new tech, but it's also expanded very far until like tier 10. Here, like smart televisions, cobots. It's very like modern electric vehicles, smart energy grid. It's renewable power plants. It's also like military, so also like goes to like modern tanks and everything, like atomic bombs, satellites, high performance war apparel. This decreases kill rate. Not that surprising. Modern ammunition. Why does that decrease the kill rate? That's my question. It makes no sense to me. That should increase the kill rate if anything. Whatever. Stealth technology, like to create naval art, like modern carriers, or the naval doctrine, you know, all that stuff. Also, like in society, it's also like a lot. There's a lot more modifiers, like the later ones. Like for example, here like decolonization, like liberty for all subjects. That is like bullshit. But you know, for me that just means I have to like annex everything. I feel like that's a clear answer. Or like just never research this one. Well, like personally I think this is like the worst one. So I mean, just give like plus 20 prestige, but I also think like this should, if anything, strengthen like support independence movement, maybe something. I don't think that it should necessarily just give this liberties as a subject, because like in the modern like world, a lot of like decolonization movement was like even sponsored from like outside, you know, like United States of America, USSR. So I think like just giving like a flag is kind of bad, because like again, like in our world that thing only like made sense because of the world this was in. Like this is kind of like one problem I have with this. There's a lot of like railroading, I want to say, in the tech. It's like especially in the society tech, which I kind of like very much dislike. It's like I feel like again like this one is like something which I think should just strengthen the support independence movement, support independence decision. But whatever. And then just give, because that just means I will be annexing all my like subjects. Anyway, the most important thing we have to do anyway is also like finding a sense to like have an analytical philosophy. You know? That research project was international sporting events, social democracy. Ask myself if there's some just like text spread everything up. Man, that's going to be massive. Anyway, the first things we gotta do, we gotta go for mass communication. Because that gives media industries and weed media industries. Probably also go for banking. Because we kind of need that money. And then we just want to rush sideways, as always. Who knows? Maybe we're lucky. But you can actually, like, that's also already massive amounts of things. Like regulators will be going soonish, I'm pretty sure. So probably like one that don't want to spend too much. Maybe like 20% right now. Well, I'm not constructing anything. If I'm not constructing anything, there's like a few reasons to like even do this. Probably be doing that. One free buildings. Can like see how that works. There's a lot of like design decisions I disagree with them on somewhat. But it's not the end of the world, I guess. And this is like kind of what I actually prefer and like about like the base game, Victoria 3. It's not like straight up like just modifiers. Like, don't get me wrong, like this is place and meaning for like everything, even like modifiers. Yeah, I like playing like modifier collection in EU4, but it's like pretty bad there too, so it's gotten really bad. Maybe like now, like nowadays at least, it's been pretty bad. Still. Still, it's not worst. There's also like new things, like new ores and everything. Just kind of forgot to mention that. You know what, actually just, it's not necessary. A lot of new actually. It's also like uranium and everything. Like there's, like you can see like where's like here gas fields. There's massive gas fields in Russia. So I feel like there's like what, like 600 or so levels, like in 3 states. And there's actually natural gas rig throughput. Anyway, there's a lot of things we actually have to do. Power block embassies actually only -17. Military assistance too, that should give, and then we'll do the same. Major, no, I don't have interest enough. No, but the first thing we'll be doing is like also going to like into Ethiopia. It's like anyone that's not Sunni. I think the Sunnis are all on the coast. We'll also like make Shiva like subject through that way. At least that's my plan. Trade privileges and military access. Yeah, no, that sounds actually pretty good. I like that idea. I solved my problem with like the coda issue for Victoria 3 by just deleting the save game of Morgenröte. Apparently it was the save game, so well, like of that specific game that was of that specific save that were actually just fucking with everything. Well, I'm making promises for all of my Victoria 3 because like, yeah, taking rest is not the fastest too, so I guess that's that. This modifier actually should be hitting. Oh, there's also this more company slots, kind of. Oh, I forgot about you. Rental market. When you like build a port over. Like, I don't want to conquer too much. It's like my opinion on all of this. But yeah, you can like see. Spending more than we no, he's spending a lot more than he should. Guess that happens sometimes. Russia's top of cosmetics. Well, first time that's happened. But not worse idea actually. I think that's like a cosmetics company, isn't there? I mean, you can attain a cosmetics company. Sure. should be all the way down here. Yeah. So I guess it's not the worst thing. That's like a good company then, I guess. We should go, which we could go for. But one company I definitely want to go for is like this Metalworks one. At 5% manufacturing, this report is actually pretty big. Like, maybe not that much like later on. For like the company, it's not for something more important. But as that right now, it is pretty good. Shame they didn't actually back down. I've had them back down like 2 games so far before this. Sadly, they haven't. So now they haven't done this game. What the fuck am I talking about? Anyway, I like the private constructions like the mod, but I don't often play with it. A lot less than I should, realistically. Because again, like, it allows you to essentially like make the private sector can like expand the construction by itself. You don't actually have to do anything there. What's the Commodores? Oh yeah, I forgot. Commodores are like also used. Where is it? In tuning workshops. I forgot about that one. Probably need to maybe build some of them. Some of the Commodore mines. It'll work out for now. But yeah. And if I like the worst things, like of course like have universities be more effective, I will need to go for like the media thing. Which is the worst. I don't want to like spend too much because like if I do I end up with I can end up with like massive debt. Because like in the test game I did like I actually put this on like 50%. I was spending like so much money on like construction. Which is bad but good, depending on who you ask. It was bad in my case. I know that I think about it. It's a lot of buildings. I should. It's not that I hate them or anything like that. It'll work out. My problem is more I'm not a fan of it. Basic healthcare. So I even do anything else? Yeah, mortality. Modern healthcare. Is mortality down? Pollution health, stated penalties. Man. 5% mortality. But that's base mortality, I'm pretty sure, so not that big. Well, not to say it's bad, but like still. I should probably also put this all on prioritize before I forget. Genuinely the most annoying thing, if I can be honest. It's like I always play like big nations, so like it's essentially useless to go do anything else. It's like, why the fuck should I? There's no point in like not privatizing. This game never has subject, they don't have any investment rights or anything like that. I'm not China or anything like that, so like who cares? Don't worry, all those problems will solve themselves. He's a modernizer? What the fuck? That's interesting. Oh, that is very interesting actually. If I could get the liberal movement to exert pressure on them. That I don't think is realistic. I could like put them in there. I could put make him as like the leader. It's just a shame that like is there any right now a possibility? Also don't think like a realistic outcome, but it's what it is. No, really, what the fuck? This mod is proposed to... Yeah, I guess like next year. So there's supposed to be like a modifier for a few things. So like, I'm surprised about this. It's like if I look on the journal entries, it's not active. We are in Tech Res, yeah. Surprise, surprise. Would you look at that? So it's supposed to like modifiers for like birth rates and death rates and everything. So that's weird. I mean, again, if I remember correctly, it's something that comes later too. Yeah, wood construction, high consumption. Not a lot of production though, so... It's not completely filled, that's like one of the reasons. But it doesn't matter to me. I don't care. Would you accept? No, well... Tough luck. You will still be fighting though. Really? All of you onto like that little place there, there's nothing happening, whatever. Well, it'll change the outcome of the war. Just kind of funny. Yeah, ignore this. It'll solve itself. I say with a nervous laughter. Yeah, good. He'll get over it. Hopefully. Very hopefully. Are you ready to... Yes. Accept the peace deal. Nice. Yes. There they are. You know, it's like they get political interest group that supports me. That's like there. Which I think is completely funny. Which makes like Persia always like one of the easiest subjects to have. Anyway, Ethiopia. Again, I want to like get a foothold into Ethiopia. I have like two subjects, like one in outer, you know, Somaliland. And then another like in the middle. Like in, you know, inland Ethiopia. And then I'll use that to start conquest of Africa. No, not really. That's like... I'm only here because there's a pretty big one set. Yeah. There's like pretty big natural gas veins here. And yeah, I want to like corner the gas vein. Yeah, here it is. Medicine science makes everything in strides as nutrients, but hygiene societies, more than specifically it's merged. Yeah, gives like a lot of extra, and there's the economy. The cheaper, more expensive to build new buildings. Yeah, yeah, early industrial demographic stage. So yeah, here like this upgrades and then gets the mid-industrial demographic stage, extra birth rate, and all that stuff. So like right now we have a slight almost difference. Well, that's useless, I guess. I was like, that's completely useless. Why are you spending so much on construction? I'm not even paying. What the fuck? I don't get it. You're not supposed to be spending this much on construction. Well, sometimes it fades because of how this whole thing works. Which is a shame, don't get me wrong, but it's better than nothing. It's like anything. Yeah, here's medium common loss. It might actually be a reason to like get down here. Bauxite, and we have a lot of copper. Well, to be fair, I already have a lot of copper myself. Not like I need to. I say this, but it's like only 100. Yeah, like I have massive amount of like gas veins. You see, like all like large natural gas veins alone, like already 200. I have like 1,000 levels or so of that in my like country, so I don't think we're gonna be running out of gas. Well, but that's for later, not right now anyway, so. Like I'm paying like 100 for like construction goods, but like I'm not supposed to be paying this much. It's like I don't understand why. When you're supposed to be paying like paying 30k. Makes no sense to me. Whatever. Yeah, like see, like this is how I'm supposed to be paying. I guess because the construction pool is like technically waiting to be paying that much, and in the meantime I have to pick up this lag. Which is bullshit, by the way, but you know, I guess that's all the readapting of all the construction sponsors thingamajig. Because those buildings like constructor says magically, you know, all of thin air. Well, you'd say it, I guess. Building a few levels of this, and at least my capital, just so we can like slowly start accumulating arable land. It's going to be useful. And you have like no construction. Or at least not apparently enough. Which I find interesting. Bauxite is also. Water plants are like going to be somewhat useful later on. Not right now, but that's for later. Transportation, tobacco. No point in actually doing it right now because like it's pretty cheap and everything. Still, I believe it is necessary. It's probably not going to be anything interesting until like later. So again, because like we're essentially like, I don't like know all the influences because there's like no graphic or anything like that. At least we don't have a pre-industrial one, like the early industrial one, which gives it all the birthright. The problem, of course, is that we're like lacking with the tech, with like the what you call it, yes, like the medicine. I don't know if this changes by itself, like later on, just with time, or if you need like certain tech that like triggers a flag and gets it going. Okay, now it's like pressuring everything except for the. Yeah, if I get like this, because like again he's like a modernizer, which like would allow me to like, immediately go for a left. which is just so much. Oh fuck, I don't have. Ah fuck, I'm on L. Ah fuck, I forgot. I'm like. No, forget this. I am still on like. That handful. I could get them in. Do this. Go for property room, go for legal guardianship. Which makes them all like pretty happy. Just one thing. What's the political lobbies and then the anti-British association? That is good. Just good, like get this one through. No, don't actually need them in the government assistance right now. Get them out. Have this. And how do I get them more happy? Well, by getting fucking over British, I guess. Get expelled or something like that. That would decrease our relations. Question of course if I get them happy enough that I can like avoid problems. I mean, if I get the modernizer in, what would he like be positive towards? It's kind of like a shame that the modernizer like has no stance on like land reform, which like feels kind of weird. It's like nothing on like land, which feels like kind of weird for modernizer. Like why? Since you have also a stance on like, how are you looking? You're not radical enough. It's like that's the land reformer, but like it's still, I feel like modernizer is also like one of the people that should be in favor of that. But apparently I'm wrong. I don't want to like go in depth right now because we're still like behind on tech, which means like even if we're a great power, the interest rate is still pretty bad. We have a pretty busy right now, but if they remain essential is a greater question. Like yeah, we're great powers, like we only pay half of like others, but like still it can like we don't exactly have a developed economy, so let's say that. Like my debt ceiling is not that high, it's like 50 million. If it was like 100 million, then yeah, but like so I could probably spend a lot more. This is like the funniest thing ever, like what the fuck. Literally like barely mentionable opposition, and then God says, yeah, no, like you fucked up, man, you fucked up. Like what? Why? How? Kind of like disagree with like this, that like, you know, the General Assembly like data free harvest is exactly kind of not exactly how traditionists work. You would be looking at modernizing, you know, you would be looking at modern ones. It's like it's kind of like all the problem of every kind of political discussion. So nobody actually knows what traditionalist means. Traditionalist, I mean, maybe if you mean like in a traditional liberal sense, maybe. Maybe I'm being too harsh on it, but let's see for once. Am I? No, the answer's no. Levels absolutely deserve it. Yeah, well, sure. We get them into the... Yeah, and like not do the same with Shiva. Guarantee independence, military assistant. All I want from him is a power block embassy. That will be like the two subjects I will be doing down here. I will be like turning into colonial administration down the line, but that's neither here nor there, now is it? Look, it's a 99% chance and it still hasn't left like the #1 spot. That's like just kind of incredible if you ask me. Regime and there's against us weakened even more. Nice. If at this point I'm convinced like if that doesn't like do it. It's also kind of interesting that water is essentially like infinite because you can like build ports of course infinitely. I mean, to be fair, that does need like seawater desalination, which is like a level 7 tech, a tier 7 tech, which is of course easier said than done, but like still, it works. It works. Anything else I can like do in the meantime? No, because I have no infrastructure, so I'm sitting here waiting, essentially. Also, I don't want to spend like too much on construction because it's also like the other thing with like the private construction sectors is that they can like fill their own construction up. So like if they think they don't have enough, they just do it themselves. Should probably like build a few. That really didn't need to be like at the top now I think about it. I didn't need to, I still did it though, because I'm kind of weak on it. I think that's like the best thing about this is of course that like the private construction sector can expand construction itself. Like, I don't have to be the one that does it. Well, I mean, of course, I still have to be at the end of like pay at this point. So I guess I pay for the construction goods, but it's not like how it's made. But it is what it is. It's not like I can implement it the way like what you say is the way economic financial mod does it with like manufacturer stock, you know, sells the stock and the stock goes into the mutual funds thing. I mean, it probably could, they probably could do something similar, I guess. Have like company that buys that and like at a fixed price. Well, to be fair, that's also easier said than done again because geothermal power plant. Interesting, so it's like Asper's that like has an unlimited amount of building. So that does sound interesting. Anyway, also like want enough levels there, so you can actually what do you call it? Make the company, the Russia-America company, of course. That's what I'm referring to. Yeah, game is a bit slow, I know, but again, that's like probably the product construction actually. All things considered, it's probably taking a lot I mean a lot of. Like anything I could do if like the modernizer was like in charge. Hey, that is generally somebody has been brought out. So now I could like make him leader. There's a question if I want to do that. He's meticulous. Anything of this gives him like... No. Sadly not anything that should be useful. For right now at least. It'll be like hard to push the... How do I say this? To push like the abolishment of serfdom through, but... I don't think it's impossible. Just kind of wish we had like him like already like here because it's market liberal, which you know wants to get rid of serfdom. Yes, kidney stones. He could die early. It's like the question now. I like wants to get rid of. I had like only 17 opposition movement, 14% move opposition, which I could probably do even higher. Just need to kind of like guarantee this if I like do this. Yeah. Like now bring in. Is any? Oh, wait, this is the best I can do, I guess. And then get rid of like serfdom, 70% opposition. Orthodox Church. We'll see how much we can do this. I will be say it's coming a bit, which I think like nobody's surprised with, but it has been the important part. I'm kind of like annoyed about like their few modifiers are like, yeah, here member flight, kind of annoying a bit. Eh. But what can you do? What can you do? Nothing. Exactly. We're powerless. That game was weird. I think it's kind of like funny that you can immediately see these advanced ores and everything. Alloy planes. Alloy planes are also like interesting because we will be needing them later to make aluminium. Aluminum. Aluminium. Aluminum. Aluminium. I think... I'm sorry. I thought it was funny. It is funny, but, you know. Nobody understands my genius. Yeah. Construction shortage, whatever. Not my problem. Yeah, this is good enough. Negative income. As it stands. Could be worse, could be better. Now we just need to hope like of the first like stall event or like debate event or whatever. Needs to be good. Emancipate. I mean, to be fair, like in most cases it's good. We could like do this. And take like the chances, but like no. I'm not literally like. Now we just have to hope like it's actually quick enough. which certainly might not be the case. Ooh, ooh. I mean, unless like Nicholas the First like dies suddenly now. I think like Prussia gets like another modifier which like gives them a massive boost. Yeah, here 19th century boom. Like they get for 100 years like +5 birth rate. Which isn't too much right now, but like once it's like early century, 19th century medicine. I don't know when it goes away because like I haven't played that long. I just want to check if like everything works. So like I mean, to be fair, can you blame me? Like you can see how slow the game is. International sporting events gives us prestige, infamy, decay, and yada yada yada. Penicillin. Still, I do ask myself how like big. There's also modern day mod, which I feel like should probably be very interesting. To also like try out one day. With one day, I mean probably next week. We'll see. We will see. No, this one's all private. I have a lot of arms in this chain, never noticed. Yeah, see, here's already like constructing sector. It's great because it also means like, of course, like the money that he gets like gets into dividends and like gets put into other buildings, which means money. Anyway, we've got media industries, which is an important step. I should probably also build cosmetic plants. Kind of forgot about that. But to be fair, they kind of need like liquor, fruits, which I think are being produced, like some, probably my subject. Anyway, the media industries is the thing we need now. I build like 5 levels here, which I will immediately translate into also like building 10 levels of universities. I think that might have actually been too much. Thinking about it. I do have that saying, so I should probably bolt it and actually stop bolstering it. No, like time is actually a far more important matter. It's like if I had agreed to that, that would have actually been really bad. It's like faster, like they get like low, because like the biggest obstacle is the general assembly. And if I do oppose my law enactment, I am fucked. Even if it's just like at half strength, that's still like 22%. Oh, ow, my back. This is why kids don't let your back become bad. It hurts like hell. I say like I'm an old man and like 25. Couldn't limit spending. Limited spending 55k. So good enough that I'm like in positive with like privatization. This is a government building like through and through, so like that can't be sold. I don't really need anything from Greeks. London conference concludes. Maintaining the integrity of Luxembourg and Limburg. Well, fuck that. I, on the hand, think Limburg should have been not territorially integral. What? Oh, I should probably also like upgrade, build more construction. This. Not enough qualifications. Missing shopkeepers. Shopkeeper? Yeah, grant him permission. Time is of the essence. Time is very much of the essence. Like, even if the roof will kind of hate this, it'll, they're not even like that important. The only thing that matters is that they positive of the law, and they are. I don't really care too much about their motive ways. But you can like see how much money is like coming from here. And we're just giving like dividends to like constructions, like to those things, like you look at the dividends, which of course translates into reinvestment. It's not like all the money they spend on like the construction, you know, gets pocketed, which is a big and important thing. It also gives like cash reserves. It means also there's massive, there's like another source of cash reserves. Oh, fuck. That's kind of the worst thing that can happen. At least when it's a negative event, I can still like try to get something out of it. Again, like we have to like get far enough that like the gentry assembly, it has to be done like fast enough that the gentry assembly might not care anymore. Well, not that the gentry assembly doesn't care, but like that the gentry assembly cares or not is like irrelevant. That's what I'm saying. I feel like armed forces like get too little influence from like controlling the army. Not a great success, but that's great. But could you advance? No, that would be very helpful. Or give me another event. Maybe I should have taken the chance of like the Emancipators event. Because that one can be really, really positive. Yeah, it doesn't matter to me. Polish National Movement. Pluralist. What's actually the difference between like... That's what I've always asked myself. Well, not always, like, just right now. But yeah, like now this gives monthly some... a lot of it. Oh! Yeah, here like monthly increase of arable land. Which of course, like 5 doesn't sound like much, but you have to consider this is yearly, and this game goes for... Actually, does Tech Res stay in that timeline? I think it does, doesn't it? I mean, it will make sense because, like, you know, it's hard. Like, I don't think you would be able to reach the tech otherwise. I would be surprised if you could. See, our game is slow. At least not as slow as like Morgrot, which... God, that one was slow. How slow was that? Like even an hour of play like was like a year at best. At least here a lot of it fit. Oh no! That's kind of bad. So why are you losing power? Can you please not? It's also kind of... What actually? He will be chefs coming. Yeah, I'm not like in the slightest. How to say this? Slightest intent on like doing this the normal way. Let's just say. Who says that? I don't know. I just make things up when I'm bored. And this is one of those times. Can you blame me? Apparently a lot of people do it. the internet is anything to go by. I mean, if you look at how much they lie, how much people spread misinformation on the internet, sounds to me like it's great opportunity. And now I actually don't know like when this is supposed to be. So at this point, it probably, I guess, a different day. I hope. I might have fucked up if not. Come on. Positive. A lot of it fair. Fuck me. As I said, we say scamming this until I get what would be funny if it turns out I did actually not change anything and was in fact the 29th. That would actually make me look like stupid. Maybe I am stupid. Have you considered that? I don't know. Well, turns out 29th and the other one are not very useful. Here, let's see if 28th is a good one. I just don't want the debate anymore. I just want it to work, please. A little bit off. Fuck me, I guess. Maybe if we go even further back. You know, maybe before they'll fail that one overtime inside. Maybe have been the better idea from the beginning. Well, except problem is I am. Well, I'm not like forced to, but I kind of feel like I was did. Should probably like save. Just to make sure nothing stupid happens. Nothing bad. Nothing too egregious. Didn't be. Hey, it's actually success. Yeah, man. We did it. Oh, no, that's July 1st, not June. So we can wait until, because now it should be an autosave. Yep. Like 5% is not the worst thing, just like still some like trading coming in. Who's actually selling the most? Like who's exporting the most to the world market? The Prussians. Do the Prussians have that much media content? So much media they can just give it over to us. Like construction is so fucking over. Incredible, actually. And I might counter the power block, and it's not. I thought it was yes, Monte Carlo. Oh, fuck me. Not so much for that one. I was 20%. How the fuck did this happen? Sometimes I don't know. I actually never read the Count of Monte Carlo. Or have I? No, I don't think I have. Well. Okay. We have to postpone the null enactment. It's like that one dude who was like against it, you know, like who voted against it, gets a cold and like does vote against it. Well, that like specific day, you know, just a week later. He has a cold. Yeah, then if you wait like a week, just a week, you'll have a cold and can't like go and say, oh, I'm against this law. True, it came to me in a dream. I don't think I can actually talk, I speak in internet speak. Only internet speak. And that's scary. If you ever consider that. You can't talk normally, you're cursed. You turn, you talk. Oh, come on, my man. 20% because I want to use abuser modernizer to get LF. Pretty early. Oh, fuck you. Oh, come on, I mean. Come on. It's like 20% to advance and like 30% to stall. And debate like is, yeah. Oh, fuck you. I don't care. I don't care how save scumming, how much, how long I have to save scum. I will save scum until the end of the world. Because I was born in it, molded in it. No, fuck, now the earliest is July 7th. So I might have to go back again. Yep. Might have to go back to June. All the way to June. It's like July the 1st fucks up. And this one apparently too. So the question is, how do I like solve this problem? The answer is there's no answer. The answer is I'm probably fucked. Probably logged in for this. I clicked on load game. I might be retarded. Potentially. Okay, so like we do this. Just gonna put it on the 8th. A few days later, put it away. And it's July the 2nd. Which hopefully will work out in my favor. Probably not, because this game apparently hates me. I just kind of hope like I could like get an event again, because I'm pretty sure there's like still a lot of events that can like happen. Mostly negative ones, but okay, at one point I kind of think like I have to accept that it doesn't work. But like one more try, you know? One more try I can save scummers. Save scummer when he, like, you know, every time he goes and says save scummer right before he hits it big. Imagine like, you know, those two dudes and like oh god, I have to make a meme out of that one. Edit that one. Legalization without representation is tyranny. Yeah, that's correct. No, it isn't. Give them a vote. Work for it. Everyone else did. Okay, let's do this again. Okay, the 1st, 7th, the 8th, the 1st of July, the 2nd of July, the 7th of July, and the 8th of July are out. So we have about like 4 other days which we can like deal with. That's the 2nd of July. I mean, I could also like do the opposite and like just spend more authority. It's like completely like an opportunity. I don't know why I didn't like think of that before. I mean, I could be kind of retarded. I mean, that might be part of it. Okay, so now we do July of 12th. Let's hope like if we do it later it works, you know. Hey, what's wrong with that week 1, you know, maybe it's a bit more than a week, you know, like, and then he's tired, doesn't come, or, you know, maybe his first child is being born and he can't miss that, you know, so he goes like that instead of debating the law. And itself, you know, like, I don't know. I can't come up with something funny. I can't come up with something funny. Or can I? Maybe. Come on, man. Succeed. Succeed. Okay, but that works out. Like, yeah, it gives me back setback, but considering the fact that I don't intend to like fail again, I think that's a very positive one. I kind of always forget this like blue number tells you how many states it's active. I ask myself, what the fuck does it mean? Same with like, you know, like this here. This like state in its which it's already built. It's like it's active in 1, it's like available in 30. So you can like see in how many states you have built something. I've built 1 gold mine. This is not completely right because like, but you get it. It's more about like what's currently being done and the like. So yeah, like I'm building universities here. And somebody's building like supplementations. Yeah. And somebody's building construction sector. Well, not me, but you know. Yeah, we're building another one and stuff. Simply because it has the money. The money. Concurrent state of Germany. And I have to say one thing in Germany is like aggressive in this mod. It's like I saw them like go after Austria in like my other game. Now we're going like North Germany like, again. The Schleswig-Holstein war. A bit early for that one, isn't it? I'm just saying. Radical sentiments. Oh no. I swear if this one doesn't work, I'm actually just going to scream. It's like if this one's like, again, a debate failed and stuff like in that. Yeah, this is what I like to see. If I'm lucky, it not just hits the success chance again and again. Realistically, that's not what's going to happen, but it could happen. Who am I fooling? That's probably the always I'll have abolished serfdom. But you know, I won't complain about. The good thing like getting rid of like Sergei Uvarov also like early, so like it means it gives like a higher chance. Like yeah, of course historic characters can also be hit by like now the random event that like gets rid of them. But well, I say now like it hasn't been some patches already. I mean, to be fair, it wasn't possible before, so like I'm not completely wrong. Oh yeah, I completely forgot to invite Margarita. How about you? The advantage is not high enough. It's still growing, but the point is pretty simple. I am there to inform them that they are to become my subject soonish. Low perception. Well, that was lucky. The most important thing, of course, is that this gets rid of serfdom. It gives us 3 peasants. Personally, I prefer homesteading because it also gives like grain, and it like reduces like it gives us some farmers instead of peasants. Quite the difference between the two too. But it is what it is, I guess. That does answer me a question like how does employment actually work? Like how much is like per level? It's like it's 5k peasants per level. It's like 100 farmers. It's actually kind of like big. Like 100 farmers would be like, whoa. It's like quite a few thousand farmers. If this succeeds like again, actually that would be really cool. yeah, literacy is really bad. But that's what I'm trying to fight and change for the better. Yeah, we're building another construction sector. Simply because like so massive and all stuff. Hey, that's actually good. Good. Sorry, it's like an overview of gone now. Hey, and he's not the leader. And he's a modernizer. That means we go from Guardianism to LF, which the real folk will hate, but you just got what you wanted. I don't care. From farms to factories. Yeah, that one activates once you... I should probably have actually got an expanded topper, because that one is actually pretty good. Ever since like I saw it. Under the flame. No, I don't care. Ever since I like used it during the Morgenröte playthrough. That was actually pretty cool. Like having like this topper up here. It works with a community framework mod tool thing too. Gold Rush, always preferred. I don't know why you would ever want to like minimize it. I mean, I guess if you don't have that much population, it might be better. I'm surprised Ottoman Empire and like Egypt haven't been at war. Normally they get quite. Normally they start fighting pretty early. Surprised they haven't gone to war. I was like asking myself if they've already been at war. I guess that answers that question. Long camp. It needs level like level 5, not 5 combined levels or something like that. For the you know, Russia America company. So it's like pretty sure like a lot of some gas or like oil up here. Only gas, of course. Still, and they do have a uranium field, but like most of my uranium is like here in Kazakhstan. Medium uranium field. I do kind of want like Mongolia, because Mongolia has, well, for one they have a large copper field, and they have a medium common ore field. Two, so like that would be like 100. 100. Are they at war now? Oh, if I need at war. You look away for a moment and then immediately they go to war. The British on the sides. The British like haven't seen that powerful like my experience like since the new update. It's like they intervene with Ottomans, but like Austria alone is like enough to like deal with them. Which I find very interesting, all things considered. How much infrastructure do they even have over there? Not that much. They're still like, I'd say from a market. Kind of forgot about that. Whoops. Anyway, now we're back in my market and it should increase the standard of living. Hopefully. Not up again. Does the port not give anything? Oh, because they have an anchorage. Oh my god. Whatever. How's your loss looking? You're going for religious goods. Good. But afterwards I will force that other one. Anyway. It's before 1830 and I have like pretty early like, for abolishing serfdom. Pretty sure that actually puts me before like most technically other ones. So I don't think, yeah, we still start with serfdom. The Prussians technically still have serfdom around this time. I don't know. Talking about like the story of like history of serfdom, people always act like Russia's like people say Russia was the last European country to abolish like serfdom, but they act like it's, you know, centuries. In reality, it was like a few decades. Maybe that is, you know, even that's maybe making it seem a little too big. It's like what, 30, 40 years later than everybody else. Well, than most of us. And in defense of Russia, it like was a lot smoother than in other countries. You know, at least the peasants had land. If I remember correctly, in Prussia they essentially lost everything. Which, you know, definitely didn't have massive repercussions. Like, you might argue, like, from a state perspective, it's completely, like, the better decision, but, like, yeah. But the people who make that argument don't argue from a state position. It's like most people say, you know, argue that way because they say, oh, serfdom is bad and everything like that. And then act like the abolishment of serfdom was such a good thing for a lot of people. Like, even in Russia, it was kind of, like, bad. Like, yeah. Serfs were not free to go, were not, well, they weren't even really free, but that's a different discussion altogether with the commune and everything. Like, people like were acting like it was so much better. Like, they didn't lose massive amounts of like yeah, if you were a serf, technically you didn't own the land, you worked, but like kind of have to differentiate between like a noble like landowner and an actual like capitalist like commercial like person that owns his land, that like uses the lands to make a profit, because that's like two very different how do I say this, incentives. There's quite a difference between what the landowner wants from his land and what, you know, if I buy land for it to be productive, you know, there's kind of like a certain sense of what I want to do. It's like I want the land to be productive in like a certain sense, you know, which leads to certain behavior, or encourages certain behavior, not necessarily leads. But like as a landowner, you know, that and the fact that like, you know, merchants always, you know, love minimizing risks. I feel like I have enough like advanced ores. Like even if, you know, why are you green? Don't be green. I am green. You can't be green. Good, you aren't green. It's like there's like a certain as I was saying, like if you like have something else like a hereditary land, it's far more like likely to be more negligent and just try outright turn it into like a profitable business. Which of course like has completely different ways you want to do something. Which is the problem is, you know, when it comes to corporations and other thing. Just why I think like obligations and like you have to do certain work is like very different from, I think like better to compare it to like slavery. So kind of like this is kind of a thing. How do I say this? People compare serfdom with slavery, but I don't think that's correct. It's like as there might be certain like things which you would say like on a basis which you would compare the two, and you know that's the unfreedom or lack of freedom. But even that I would argue against, but you know that's neither here nor there. That's not the argument we are currently. Who the fuck is going to be using business? Oh yeah, like business data can be like used later on. Gives extra throughput. Can like see cloud data can be like 45% extra throughput. Like that shit's kind of whack. Anyway, I feel like that's but the wrong way to look at it, because like contractual obligations are also a form of unfreedom, of like lack of freedom, I guess. So you of course people say, oh, but you willingly entered that contract. Of course, I mean, yeah, but so can you have served them. It's not like people like, I mean, to be fair, it's not completely correct, but you know, the same with like slavery. Can like enter slavery willingly? It's like, I don't think it matters whether you enter something willingly or not. Because there are people and also again like saying, you know, like if a system where like slavery wasn't inheritable and like the children of slaves didn't become like slaves themselves immediately, but then we made a system which they were inherently very much encouraged to become slaves again, like their parents. People would of course go off and point out, hey, but that's functionally no different. I mean, to be fair, people do point out also today, but like, again, you can do the same with, then again, what, like, how do I say this? If a lot of like other things people have to like essentially go into and have to do. For example, like, it's always a contentious topic. School? Like, you go to school because you're legally obliged, like obligated to, in many cases. Like, there's an education that is necessarily obligated to. And it's also like very much something you would call a lack of freedom. Where was I going with that point? I kind of forgot actually right now. Anyway, we've got enough for anything I've been saying. Reinvestment is pretty high. Whoops. It's not better than my other game, that much I can tell, yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, I'm also gotten rid of serfdom, so that was to be expected, I guess. It like change for like LF is not too big, because like it's very neutral towards LF. Like it's only like one step change stuff too. I don't think I'm going to change the tax level. Maybe I will be going for protection as well. Free trade wouldn't be worse, but I think protection is better. Industries aren't too big fans of it, but like, I feel like the trade advantage for imports and exports is kind of like, but if like the protection is like the better one. Can like put more tariffs on things. That's actually I've never actually played that much with like tariffs. Too much. I still kind of forgot what point I was trying to make with school and everything. What was my point again? Kind of forgot actually. Whoops, dipsy-doo. The point at the end I'm trying to make is that people like talk big and lots about freedom, but in the end there's no difference between now and between today and like the past. If I'm being completely honest. So people will go and say, but like, generally, what freedoms do you have, for example, between the 20th century and today, that generally do matter on a day-to-day basis? So people say, like, for example, oh, the right to vote. Yeah, but have you looked at England? Has that changed anything? One reason the right to vote worked is because the people who were advocating for the right to vote were also ones that were advocating for certain things. You know? It's more a coincidence, like, that the things overlapped than more than anything. That is all. It's the same way like people like go and say like, oh, like talk about the Bolsheviks and that kind of stuff. Try to play them up. Like really big. About how, oh, they made Russia so much better, and then, you know, they did actually nothing surprisingly good. Like, it's nothing surprisingly too much better. What does that decrease only like workers? My only question is, why should I choose this over this one? And they decrease the same amount of workers. And then I guess this one is cheaper, like this costs like only 0.5 engines and like lubricants. Lubricants seem to be much more expensive. I mean, to be fair, it's like 4 coal. Like 4 coal, even at space prices, like still more expensive than the lubricants. It's like this is 30, if you go like times 4. Yeah, it's like more expensive than the lubricants. So I guess it's cheaper. So it's not like exactly waste of like money. So the question is like, you know, how much cheaper is coal by the time I get those lubricants? I have to remember like those lubricants are like have a higher base price, which comes with certain problems. Why aren't you? Because you can hire more. Okay. What should you produce? Like, that's the wrong one. This one. I'm surprised like they don't need to do data, but like this one is the important one. Digital communication, broadcasting communication. I will like give this media. Which needs like mass propaganda. Electronic news gathering, which is like 5. And this is like the internet. Must have invented global music. Digital post-production. Digital book printers. And media content is probably going to be very, very important. All things considered. But we'll see, we'll see. Iron is getting pretty expensive, which is not good. I wish there was like a graph to see like how my construction has like evolved over years. Sadly, it isn't the case. So, damn. I mean, I guess that's like one problem with like the thing expanding itself. Why the fuck am I paying so much? It's probably again like with private investment pool not doing what it should be doing and investing. So much are you actually building though? So again, like I'm mostly focusing on like getting my innovation up. Because that is the most important thing right now. Oh, there's also really mines in Kiev. Yeah, that's what was expected. It's a bit like 5 of you and 10 of you. Assart Department don't cost too much. So I mean, like they cost a bit of tools, but I spent less on paper. But I spent more on paper, and the wages aren't that much either. Like how much is it per level? It's like, yeah, it's like 5k. Which is actually the old amount of like workers like these used to have. Now, thankfully, it sounds like, what? Well, like 1.5k below. And who's going to capitulate first? Oh, Egypt, because it doesn't get independence. It's because, I mean, that depends on like if the British like are going to be staying in the war for long. That's the question. If the Egyptians don't capitulate before the Great Britain is out, that might actually just turn around into like Egypt's favor. Oh, you know, if like the Austrians can like turn it around. I say this, but it's like very unlikely because like that's like they're not decreasing as fast as the oh, did the Austrians piece out? Oh, interesting. Interesting. That's not what I expected. I didn't expect the Austrians just like up and leave. That's very interesting. Huh. In the last game I had, they actually won, like the Austrians and the Egyptians. Yes. Only 2 more years. Well, actually 3 more years. And only 1 more year here. Then I can supplicate them. Yay! Yay! Oh, meine Kamera ist looking. Pretty good. Pretty good. Good cheese. Nice. Like the Ottoman Empire in this case like has no defensive one with Great Britain. Normally we make like a defensive pact with Great Britain, so I'm actually kind of surprised they didn't this time. No. So I'm not like enacting local police force, fuck you. I don't think I can like go the way like from child labor. That requires like labor movement, and I don't have labor movement. Shit, I guess. Yay, protectionism. Classical physics gives like technology research speed actually up. Should probably have like actually done that. Whatever. It's like, yeah, like everything here gives also like actually technology research speed. Steam pump water for water pumps, for water plants. What does like a battery plant do? That gives batteries. What is batteries necessary for? That's my question. Say anything that uses like them even. Deselected capacitors. TS quartz glass. Glassworks building throughput. Gives oil distillation. That's automatic irrigation of everything here. Shift work. Never thought like you can't like underestimate like how much this economy of scale gives. It's like it's essentially 20% extra throughput. Of course you have to like build those levels, but that's not worst. Works actually pretty well. The artillery. Who's importing all that artillery? Who's exporting it? I don't want like to. How do I say this? Why is there starving population here? That's what's interesting me the most. I still have some construction here. I would go for iron frame buildings, but how do I say this? Iron is not exactly very plentiful right now, so I abstain. Let's build up some coal mines here in advance, because like once I get water pump boiling and everything. Water pump boiling? What the fuck is that supposed to mean? I'm amazed at myself. Geology, and here like trades recovery for common laws from like iron mines. So like even if you have no iron mines or like coal, copper, you can like, you know, get more for lead and iron mines. Which still does not solve the problem, but it's not necessarily a good best problem to solve it. Should probably build like a few ports here. You know, just a teeny tiny one. Just a teeny tiny bitty one. Teeny. I am amazed at myself. I maybe need to drink something. I'm biting. How do you say it? Who the fuck needs steel and alloys in my country? So, yeah. I was going to say it's like probably one of my subjects. It's always one of them. I mean, who else would it be? It's not exactly like there's someone else in my market. And it's already been an hour and a half. Time kind of flies. Oh, don't build more in Rostov. I guess that's kind of me. I started building here. So now we're building continuously there. So like another place can I build a few more construction at. Yeah, look, you have like a nice place. So this is a nice thing, you know, like construction actually spends its money. Instead of sitting on it, because they can simply build more construction for themselves. Isn't that Fantastic. Well, who knows actually. It works as it is right now. You should have been... Well, no, I was wrong. I was wrong. I do need actually more time. Oh, whatever. It's kind of like slow, and you want to build even more construction like this there again. I think I need to like push that port up. Kind of taking me a sweet ass time there. I'm still importing most of it, which is a shame because I built like 5 levels of it in Kharkov. And they do produce kind of like a big amount there. I could probably subsidize it to make it like bigger. Yeah, why not? Like, let's subsidize it so like it produces a bit more. I want my own media entertainment. I want media in my country, made in my language, made by my people. That's how it's gonna work. That's how it'll work. I probably have to pay like a lot in subsidies. It's kind of a shame, but... Again, like it'll like solve itself once the trade centers stop importing. Again, the problem is like I don't want to rely on my like imports too much. Oh, you're building an ingredient one more. Well, that's nice. Is it though? But you can actually see my construction like constantly like changes, which is nice because that's kind of what you kind of would expect. A teensy tiny bit, you know. I feel like then you're going for cultural exclusion, probably due to like national movements of it, I guess. Low support within identity. Russian, French. Well, before the Ottoman Empire, did they become like... How the fuck did you become a minor power? Segment of Europe, yeah. Modeled bureaucracy, untrustworthy country. Still, actually, I like made them minor power so quickly. Damn. Whatever. Is what it is, I guess. Why do you have like military assistance for Prussia? From diplomatic stance. Untrustworthy country. Yeah. Unknown factor in geopolitical situations. Well, I think they're actually pretty predictable, and they're pretty predictable at being shit. Oh god. Sometimes I question my own decisions. And sometimes, most times I don't. Which I should maybe question itself as an idea. As a concept. I don't know why you do like layers before like the classical physics, because classical physics would actually have been better first, because you know that will increase the overall and blah, blah, blah. The overall research speed. So yeah, kind of bad. your weekly innovation. And there's the industrialist, which gives extra 10%. No compulsory secondary skill. I feel like that's kind of like bad. Like to give like a negative modifier for something in its base, so I'm not having it. I feel like school is something that should have been only give like positive. Like I don't think not having it should give you negative. It's like I don't think this should give negative. Like no technologies, tech spread, or like qualifications down. Because the standard is that nobody has a compulsory secondary school, you know. I do ask myself what this does. Strategic mining, pollution mining. Well, it'd be possible to build coal, lead, and silver mines. Well, not doing any of that. Can't forget that. Civilian uranium usage, uranium bane. This is probably what I would be going for. Military uranium usage. Prestige. Prestige from uranium. Blah, 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 blah. I will force other countries to, like, you know, ban uranium. Once we get there, of course. Once we get where. Which is like a 7 now, because I'm still a backwards country as it stands right now. Still trying to catch up France, declared rival. Well, fuck France, man, I guess. Ottoman Sicily declared rivalry. Oh, how mighty have fallen, I guess. Cost me like 90 cohesion, but 90% cohesion. It'll work out, I hope. But Sovereign Empire is like fucking OP. So now that they're even fallable, like just how easy it is, like get people into your thing and then just like subjugate them. It's like I don't need to go to war anyway, like down here, like I can just like get them into my like thing, subjugate them, and then just like fight for them. So I can like force them into a war and everything like down the line, and then just give them like states, feed them the states, and and then just immediately make them like me, then essentially like undo the negative. So yeah, that's actually a really great idea. I don't know why I didn't think about that earlier. How the fuck are you traditionalist commander? You're like not even like commander or anything like that. What the fuck, my man? So you're slowly working towards prosperity. I forgot my company. I forgot the Russia America company. See, this is important because of like the logging camps and the ports. Company is also like pretty good because of the throughput bonus. I think like Russia should have trade rights. Makes kind of the most sense, you know, like from a realistic standpoint, because like what else will they be doing, eh? But yeah, like there will be, I will change them over, force them into. So population still decreasing, yes. Well, I guess that was to be expected. Still, declaration of Kiev. Yeah, well, withdraw on that one. That one's no longer necessary. It's a one-sided one with like my subject, so I don't see why I should still. Poland not says no. Nah, Poland is lost. Like, Poland's fucking lost. Like, it will take an intercontinental European war for like them to come back, and that's not going to happen. Like ever. It's a ridiculous notion. A war? All the great powers of Europe? Pah. Ridiculous. I can actually do this also like down here, like, you know. So I got like a Brunei as like one of my subjects, which I think is like actually funny. Yeah, actually that would be incredibly funny, so we're doing it. I've never actually done the game like in Indonesia, don't know. No, I wish I was like a religious how do you say this? Like the religious thing? Religious power block. So I could like force him to convert to my religion. I think that's like the only way to actually convert religion in the game. Forcing somebody in a power block. But yeah, it would be like funny to do this and fuck with the Dutch East Indies. Is like anything important over here? Yeah, with medium natural gas veins, so clearly I need to come over there. But they also have a large copper field. Shit. I guess that makes sense. Well, I guess that's even more reason for me to be here. See. And with that, I mean, to be fair, I have a real problem was when and why I think like I want to like make a land connection all the way down here to like my country, to my capital. So we're probably getting Egypt from Ottoman Empire. So yeah, either like make them independent or, you know, whatever. Why are you building so much tuning workshops? Company construction bonus also like just massive. It's like so good. That means like here like 14, like nearly 15, like turned into like 25. That's so much less construction I use. That is so much more efficient use of funds. Which also explains why companies can build so much more. Companies are kind of OP. But I guess like modifiers are kind of a point for them. Because like how much more powerful companies are than non-company entities. They kind of tend to dominate the economy of a country. I do think the mod like that part could probably like deal with being expanded more. Like that, like mechanic companies and the like. I feel like there's an avenue of expansion there between minor, large, and big business. So again, that sounds like a pretty computing intensive thing. So it would be nice to like have different levels of companies. I guess we're probably like that's probably something with the economic and financial mod that's more likely to be there. Who the fuck is using engines now? It's probably, yeah, of course, it's Baltic governorates. Should probably also exempt them from servers. They're going to be more annoying than they're going to be useful. The only thing that'll happen is like somebody's going to naively invade through them. And it's hard to do, you know, that's annoying, because it gives an invader more places to invade me from. Which is not what I want. That's bad. Very, very bad. I should probably expand maybe my government a bit more. Just teensy tiny bit. Not too much, not too little. You don't even need to subsidize them anymore. Yes, still make enough money. Yeah, without subsidies. See, that's kind of what I wanted. That's absolutely what I wanted. And like build like our administrations. Like I can't like be too crazy with building because like we don't have railways. It's like I'm sitting here waiting and waiting and waiting. And that's also why I'm building like more universities. I would really benefit from like what you call it? Yeah, I could like really benefit from just focusing on building only universities. Instead of trying too much on like going the rest. I think they're interested in organized data is like coming out from everywhere. Did you know that empiricism can't prove itself? So your problem is like you can't empirically prove empiricism. You can only logically derive it. Vaccination is spreading. Nice, that decreases mortality by a bit. Not too big an impact overall, but who knows? Still, I don't like if early 19th century medicine is something has tried to take or just like time. We'll see, we'll see. Nice, that's like the dye. I already like built like 5 levels of dye down here, didn't I? Yep. It's not being like used much, but at the moment. Another thing about I should probably have done the dye company. Not the dye company, I mean forget it. I forgot it. I forgot. I have actually already completely filled oops. Well, that will have to trade in us for. They'll deal with that problem. But yes, I should probably go and try for the company. Like the cosmetics company. Because if I'm remembering correctly, like well, the stand up thing is not exactly what I'm after, but how much like infrastructure do I have? Yeah. So what exactly does it need? Cosmetic plant. Let die. Okay, we're not doing that this way. Just can't build by itself. Ugh. All the like things and resources necessary will be made. hopefully pretty quickly. They need a bit more deposit unification. Oh, that's interesting because I don't. I think it's funny that my reinvestment has apparently gone down. How? Well, to be fair, I guess like it's probably construction sectors. They overbuilt the construction sectors. Well, actually, that doesn't seem to be the case. But yeah, like this is like what regulates the demand of construction. Which is why, you know, sometimes this number is not exactly what it should be. Because the investment pool is investing less than it wants to. Or should. Guess like it's more accurate way to call it, say it, refer to it. Gonna probably get like for another 10%. Or like for 5%. I don't want to expend, like, give too much money. So I kind of like misunderstood like how this worked at the beginning. So like pumped it up to 50%. And I just bankrolled myself. Whoops. So yeah. Shit. As they say. Should probably actually add the economic graph things in backing again. Because they're actually like nice to look at. I like numbers. I like green numbers. I like red numbers. I know. Okay, so what my subjects think. And my subjects, not my equals. From two independent Talbot members. Yeah, but they're Africans, so it was going to be a bit harder to like deal with at the beginning. How much does it actually cost like enforce military access? Oh, only 10. It's not even that much. I thought it would be like a lot more. Is like easy gotten back. Like empiricism is such a big like jump. It's like you can actually like it's half a point. And in itself is already massive. That's not base game, is it? I'm pretty sure base game is actually a lot more than 1.5. Well, I guess empiricism isn't that important anymore then. Not empiricism, dialectics. I mean, that's a lot like other texts that help with tech research, so I guess that's to be expected. The rotary press for media industries, which will produce more media content. Which is good. Which is good. Very useful. I don't know why Scholastic Education actually takes media content. I'm not sure if it's actually worth it because like this costs more paper and like 3 times the amount of media content. I guess it's not the worst thing. But yeah, here we can actually, if we go like on production research, we get the extra 5% from classical physics and another 10% here. Which means we get like a extra research speed. Well, the extra research speed comes from like here, the industrialists. LA working is spreading. I don't know why like, some texts are not immediately known to me. Might have to do something with the mods I'm using, maybe. Or maybe it's just the basic. Maybe it's just how it is. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, like, this is getting expensive. Business data is also, like, not used until, like, far later on. Can be produced by offices. But yeah. It's the far later thing. You can, like, look. It's like how it's like, you know, here down here. It's mainly depth optimization already. I say far later about the corporate governance already. It's like gives manual data optimization. Which like needs paper and but it's only like later whenever actually the big ones come. Surprisingly, Miss actually doesn't need access to electricity. Well, like, can you like build geothermal? Like, I'm pretty sure like if I can like build geothermal in last campaign, probably do it tier 2. Yeah, in Kamchatka. Wouldn't be funny to like build Kamchatka like into how you say man, there's like so much gas here. Gas. I should probably add modify homelands to this mod too, maybe. Let's see. Actually, do I need to? Do I want to? The game is like going to go for a long time, so I guess it's not necessarily that necessary. As I said, like, if I remember correctly, this mod Tech Res extends the timeline also, so it's not worth it to like spend 20 years integrating something, incorporating something, so I don't necessarily need to do something else. It's more advanced ore fields. I genuinely don't know like how much I will be needing of all of those things. So who knows? Maybe I will go and conquer the world later. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. We'll learn. We'll understand. Most expensive things. Using grocery. What the fuck? How would like a stock range use groceries? Livestock range. Now I wanna know. Ah, here. Hormonal feedlots. Wouldn't this cost more? But it seems to like generally have the same modifier. I don't see like the difference in it. Maybe there's some events tied to it and that changes, like there's maybe it's like something more that's tied to it that like might change things up a tiny bit. But yeah, I was like in the other game I was losing like 100k per like week. I was asking myself why I was losing so much money. Yeah, don't put this like to 50%. Like if you put this like for 50%, I would be spending 150k, like already about 100k. Bad decision. Very bad decision. Don't do that. You're going to be running yourself into debt before long, which you wouldn't want. Very much so. Ah, shit. Well, to be fair, that glass shouldn't be standing there. I mean, it was empty, so it was like not an actual problem, but still. Poor country, that's not true. I do ask myself, like, what's the difference? Like, when Russia wants to unite the German nation under the banner. Is there any Italian one that wants like to, unify Italy? It's actually kind of amazing that like France doesn't change. You watch all my videos? That's nice. Ronnie Summer. That is nice. That is good to hear. That in Koch. Well, that's what my words were. It is very encouraging. What am I doing now? Just waiting. This is a very tech army mod, and Russia's not actually the most advanced nation, so yeah, I'm sitting here waiting for tech to come out and to move forward. I'm surprised he's actually one that came earliest. Huh. Interesting. That, and I'm trying to, be funny and subjugate like countries all over the world, because I've never actually like abused. I am building universities, if you can like see. I'm building universities. It's just not that going that fast, so also not that rich nation. I'm trying to change that. I'm not going to move from state religion. Sorry, I'm not doing that. As I'm not a sweaty gamer who's like going to go for the most important things. Nothing that you see here is going to be changed. Well, maybe army, but like none of that government distribution power. I'm not changing it. It's kind of how I play like 90% of my EU4 games in Russia, in Moscow. I have like 3,000 hours, nearly 4,000 in EU4. Subhuman noch. Yes. Autoclaim, why do you want to be? Oh, don't tell me you don't have no port. I probably have no port, that's probably the case. Yes, no change, no. It's all monarchy. I'm not changing that. I generally don't care. That's a lot of command mines. Nah, I'm fine. I'm slowly expanding. I have more than enough time. To Africa and the Pacific. I am doing more than... Yeah, now he's independent. And that's... be it. That's the real problem. But that's why we're building a port. So I can immediately take back the market independence I gave him. After that I will be taking these states and giving it to him. So he becomes loyal. Actually, are you finished with your law enactment? God damn it, why are you always enacting another law? Fuck this. Go for frontier colonization, I don't care anymore. And that's a lot of like support. Why is the armed forces so strong? What the fuck? Why are they so weak? Are like only soldiers over there? Let's look up a population. Yeah, servicemen, huh? 3,000 servicemen. No wonder they're like this powerful then. It's actually only... Surprise, surprise. Yeah, population, it's like... Political strength comes from all these people. From these few politically engaged people. Interesting. I guess like there's not like there's 27 and they don't have that much money. They don't own shit. So there's that. How long for the port? Do I have investment? No. And I don't think I can because I don't have a DLC. I don't have a DLC for investment rights, so... No foreign investment in countries outside of my subjects. The United States. I would love to get the DLC, but I'm a poor man. I'm a pure student who has to spend all his money on other things. Oh god, what the fuck? Why are you independent? How did this happen? Oh, it's like a year ago. That's actually... Now you're with Mexico, which I don't think is too hard because Mexico's... yeah. Mexico. But yeah. Bompur. Is that one state I'm thinking about? Yeah, that's also Persian. So actually getting that for Persia wouldn't be worth it, yeah. I could like just annex the whole country and then release them. But actually that won't be worth it, would it? Maybe not. Well, let's get Bompur, because that's Persian, my main culture, so giving that over to Persia would be your tributary of... Actually, now I need to take back... Because I just recently gave the... That's annoying. Whatever. Next country. Anybody willing to swallow it? No. Well, I hope the British don't fucking intervene. Would genuinely be the most annoying thing to happen. Can I station down here? Oh. Of course I can't. Hey, Benedict. Hello and welcome. Was into my stream. We are trying out Decay. It turns out my problems with coding were apparently all due to just some save games I had in like the referee. So apparently everything works now. I don't know which save game it was specifically, but I've deleted most and now it works. Which is fantastic. Which is wonderful. How long till I can subjugate you? 2 more years. Annoying. Is there any new company? Very Ethiopian railway company. Going to annex them down the line, so maybe then I can make that one. So annoying that this needs mass culture. But whatever. Let's see. No, there's no unique one. I only want the unique ones. How's tech looking? Why are there starving populations? Well, to be fair, I've not been focusing too much on getting meat or something like that. So that's not exactly impossible. What am I trading? Oh god. I'm importing cosmetics. Oh yeah, because my population is obsessed with it. That's like the worst thing. Well, it's so bad. We just like put where is it? This consumption tax on it and profit off it. So it's not the worst thing. And how many like tooling workshops do I have at this point? How many like do exist in my country? 21. It's a lot more than expected. And that's a food industry up, which hopefully gives more basic food needs. Yeah. 0 basic food, no water is filled with water. Now, do I actually need water? Do people actually need water to drink? That's just like completely foreign to me. That's news. I didn't know that. I didn't know people needed water. I'm fucking at war. I couldn't enforce my military access, but I have ships, and it's not exactly the worst. It's not exactly an arm. No, fuck, I should probably put them in the note. Now I have to wait so much longer. That's on me. Can I take the market access back already? No. Damn, I should have never said yes to that. I should have just built the port. Whatever. My own fault at this point. Hey, nice for building media industries by ourselves. That's what I like to see. Nice, I started colonizing. enact and impose law. Huh, that actually gives them more legitimacy. Interesting. Now I think about I should actually enact some... I kind of forgot I got like rid of serfdom pretty early, so I kind of like actually enact religious guilds. How much does it cost? Like 500 bureaucracy. Should probably wait until I've like made the extra bureaucracy. Actually, I suppose like religious guilds. Probably no. It's not like there's anybody that opposes skills. So I mean, like oppose change, but like once I have a skill law enacted, to like, eh. Riveting gameplay. Looking at my boats move. They really need to like improve like naval aspect. Like it works for trade these lines, but like I don't know. Pretty bad for naval combat. It's funny those islands are supposed to be part of Yemen, yet there's like here, like crossing between it and all of Africa. And there's also crossing here. No, there actually isn't. What the fuck? I could have sworn there was a crossing there. Pretty sure there's a crossing there in like EU4. Maybe that's why I'm thinking of it, because I've never like played in the Horn of Africa down here. Maybe I'm getting confused. I'm probably getting confused. And that's the worst part. I'm getting dementia. Jokes aside. I'm actually getting this easily. They have like literally no man. It's like 4 guys standing around. No, you're not going home. You're annexing this one too. Yeah. I say to state, I know. It's probably not the best idea to actually do this. Just like be it isolated for a bit. As long as the war, like, you know, waits to happen. Were they always the subject of Ottomans? Probably. I mean, call it a great opportunity that I accidentally made. Yes, it's a great opportunity to like get cars and so on. Cars. Here, cars and the bridge. This is probably going to be the war that goes for longer than I wanted to. Well, it is what it is. Sleepy. And Ottomans back down, of course they do. Of course they do, of course they do. And they're back in my market. Well, that's just fantastic. That's a great reason to meet. That's a great reason to already think about how I'm getting rid of Majoritin. It's like, what the fuck is this? Only one more year and I can subjugate them. You're already part of my public, yeah, yeah. How much of do they have? That's my question. How much of like the copper do they have? Oh, they have just all of it. Huh. That doesn't seem right. Well, I guess it's probably like more how you see it with like constructions like this sometimes. If you have like a construction sector like split like state like this, despite the fact that it like says you can like have 15 construct, well, it would say you can like build 15 construction sectors. Like in the split state it can only count like 15. It's like if you have 5 and they have 10 in the other part, you can actually build more. Which is a shame. But I can just... There's really no way to like, get them like even further down quicker, huh? Well, I guess the only way I could do that actually. I've completely forgot about this. Oh, whoops. Whoops. Well, to be fair, like I don't have sphere of influence, so there's literally not a lot I can do. And that with like power blocks. Man, I don't think I have a single major DLC. Which sucks because I really like the game. But I just never have a disposable income or left over. That's what I get for being a sucker and lending money to other people. That and the fact that I have to pay for a lot of other things. Incredible. And all the constructions are coming out of Rostov. They still have even like infrastructure left over. Merchant Marine. Company headquarters will expand trade center in Tula. And my building was government administrations even in Kharkov. Kharkov does have enough, yeah. Good. Good luck. Thanks. Have a good night. I thought my innovation was capped for a moment, but no. I mean, I was below the cap still. Close borders and liberal government will speed up the process. Immigration, multiculturalism and traditional values will slow down the process. I don't exactly know what that's supposed to mean, but okay. Prussia isn't fraud. Oh. I don't know how much longer I can do this myself. I've been incredibly sleepy the whole day. Like, I've actually had like a midday nap, and like I'm still incredibly sleepy. Don't know why. I was like very... It's a lot of advanced ores. What the fuck? I didn't know you had that many advanced ores in like Taurida. Why did I say Taurida? I didn't know. Huh. I actually have a few over there. Well, that's nice to know. At least I guess I won't be lacking like advanced ores. Well, I say this, but like it will be hard to like sell some of these. Well, that's for later me to future me to deal with. Not current me. Which country? Is it Montenegro? It's Montenegro. Yeah, why not? Even if I can't like really get to them right now. Still better than nothing, yeah. Well, maybe it's actually not better. I don't really need this, but why not? Why not, I guess. Okay, now 10x you. Oh no, he said no. Oh, who could have seen this coming? Oh no. It's actually the text that's being spread. Ally working. Very small common ores field. What does even fall on a common ores? That's my question. It's obviously not copper or iron. So what else is it? That's a great question. Is it tin? I guess like tin's probably falls on that. Well, but tin isn't what I would call a common ore. Would be considered because like the Middle East like is so like this place for example is like commonly known to be like pretty, you know, like tin is like in itself like pretty rare, like even in Europe. So I won't call like a common ore. I mean, to be fair, but if it was like more common, it would have its own mines, I guess. So it could fall on that. Oh, I just don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking too much. You think I could get Japan into my country? I say this, but they're pretty like big countries, so I don't think that's realistic. Shame. But it is what it is, I guess. I could probably get all like 3 of these into my country without problems. So get into my sphere of influence and then just, you know, make them a subject. Subject gave them many years, so it's time to annex Harar. So Harar is the one I will be doing after Galeti. This is like if... What's even like Shiva's main culture? Okay. Good to know. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to hear. I should probably also put in like lower. Well, closer. That's, I think, the more correct wording. Anyway. Time to next schools. The education access is going to be so necessary. I want to achieve everything in this playthrough, in this mod. Because the more tech I get, the faster, the better. Well, that will be quick war. Like, they only have direct infantry. And only have, like, mobilization options, so... Ooh. What's, like, even actually... This gives, like... nuclear artillery. In half of Appalachia, this would be 1,000. Oh, we're actually building art academies. How's like the art academy throughput? Not the best, not the worst. Could be better, could be worse. I really need to like more paper mods. I'm pretty sure you don't have like... Oh, you do have government administration. Could nerd to have a bit more. Well, it could, actually. Ow. Saturday, isn't it? Oh well, it's actually Sunday right now, but... Well, it's Sunday for me, but like it's Sunday like 3 in the morning, so... Who cares? That's still Saturday. I haven't slept, so it's still Saturday for me. I don't think that's how it works, but that's how it'll work for now. That is how it will have to work for right now. Yeah, just skip that phase. Introduction, consideration. Hey, that's nice. I'm actually very thankful for that. That's like a university I won't have to build. I mean, I still have to pay for it to run, but you know. Ooh, German leadership war. Oh, Austria's completely alone. Well, not completely, but you know. Not exactly in a position where they are too... how do I say this? Still kind of annoyed that they're opposing me so hard. What did I do? Like, I didn't, like... It's not like I went to war with them. Ooh, I actually very, very like, sweet to each other. You know, I just got to war with like Hara and then like... just force my military access through them. Not like that stupid. Ooh. Interesting. Hindustan is coming. The revolt is happening. Doesn't seem to be too big though. So tough luck. You also have like enough infrastructure for it. Yes, nice. You will like make the trade center, yes. Let's have a look at the companies. And you're going up in prosperity. You're not even close to it. Which is a shame. But it is what it is, I guess. Sadly, the micro workshops aren't being too useful right now. Well, to be fair, everything has like really low productivity right now. Well, I mean, outside of like trade centers, but you know. I mean, even trade centers don't have the highest productivity. Oh, bad war again. Opera's adoption. Nice. Yeah, that should be good enough. I'll actually be in a bit of negative once this law happens for some time. Kind of annoying that they don't have cars in temperature from that one war. Whatever, could have been worse. Far worse. A lot worse. Massively worse. Let's see if Prussia can actually win this. Well, I think Prussia has like skirmish infantry, while Austria should still be on line infantry. That's probably the deciding factor. Well, that is the deciding factor, more like it. Should probably get this before, like, you know, Oman's falls under the control of the British. Have you already fallen under control of the British? No. If that's the case, like, that's an easy way to... That's an easy way to deal with that. Enforced transit rights. I think this mod should be bigger modifier. But maybe that's just me. I didn't immobilize you, so... Really. And... well, that solves that problem, I guess. Do I have, and that's the important thing, sulfur mines already built down? The answer is no. Which I cannot accept. So we will be putting down 5 sulfur mines. And from there... oh, and you're building more raw stuff again. Can you please stop? It's already suffering from infrastructure failure. No, so sure, I won't like say no. And now electricity should be rising at a far faster rate. Because that's how it works. At least in my experience. Are you losing your battles? Well, I mean, I guess it makes sense. That one's like far, far bigger. But don't worry, once my units are here, you will be winning again. Hopefully, at least. I mean, if I don't want Dixi's autonomy, I can also like do that in a war goal at the end of the day. Interesting, Egypt also has one over there. Interesting, interesting. How the tables have turned. How the turns have tabled. Turn how the tables have. Tables have turned how? Come on. Do it. Well, it's like... yeah. Come north, it's actually a really, really good thing. I didn't even like know. But how good it is. Seems the Ottoman Empire is like alone this time against Egypt. Yep. Surprisingly enough. Why is your flag like that? What's your domestic laws? Might be just because they are trying to be independent, I guess. Could be. Could be like a dozen lots of things. Who knows? Who cares? I don't. And that's the only thing that matters. Actually, does it? This increases conversion, colony growth speed and textile minerals, building throughput. Not like it really matters that much, because I'm not going to be growing colonies. At least not right now. Do colonial administrations always have like colonial growth enabled in their laws? And I sure hope. Would be weird if I don't. Yeah. Hey Shiva, do you want to be like subjugated? Yes. No? Okay. I don't think you have a choice actually. You take like the state. I don't need it. Instead, yeah, I'm back to like... yeah, I forgot that military assistance. It's not I need it anymore, you know. So, who cares? See, Shiva's a good subject. They don't oppose me, they don't hate me, anything like that. Very supportive even. Okay, anyway. Time for ours on. I do hope the British don't intervene. Because that would be really annoying. Actually, where are you connected to? Yeah, up here. Well, I don't really care if they refuse my demands or not. It's just here to get direct connection to like have Shiva, like have actually loyal subject. So once they're loyal and have become a puppet, I can use them to more easily conquer all of this. Argentina is probably who I've been annexing of like the whole region here. Simply because of how annoying they are. How long until I can subjugate Brunei? Only 2 more years. No, probably like a little less than 2 years, but eh. It's close enough that it doesn't really matter. The differentiation. Yeah, Protoss winning. How the fuck are the Egyptians winning? Are Ottoman troops that fucking bad? They seem to be winning on like all fronts. Well, maybe not all fronts, but like most fronts, which is interesting enough. Very, very interesting. Maybe that's the reason for me to intervene, you know, and maybe fuck them over a bit more. Oh yeah, like liberties I went up now, but god damn it, 10 again. Oh, I hate that mechanic. Whatever. It's not worse when it's like still the thing with... I'd have to see if there's a mod to stop that from happening. I probably get it. Either that or I'll just go into like mod fight settings and not the mod fight settings, the game settings, and see like what the where the value is, then just get rid of it. Can't be that hard. Actually, it can be. It can be massively hard. The thing could be buried like under like. I actually don't know where those actions are saved. So for all I know, like, the thing could actually be like saved 20 seconds or 20 seconds. The thing could be like saved like massive, like deep. Probably won't like go for train stock companies quickly. I actually saw pharmaceuticals too. There's a pharmaceutical industries which are interesting, but who yeah, they use it intoxicants, okay. And just household items. And luxury items. Okay. Classism is spreading. Okay, what was on? Time to go and conquer them. Tuscany supports Italian unification. Oh, we're actually unified, just not with Hanover, because Hanover is, yeah, an Austrian subject. You can. I swear if you can't, I'm actually going to like scream. Well, I would be surprised because they have like literally no organization. So their defenses. The defense, even with like the modifiers they get us being natives, should just be incredibly shit. Yeah. Normally they get like a massive like defense debuff. Oh, yeah, here 150% because of native warbands. But because the organization is shit, that is essentially useless. Like here it's down by 50% already. Well, it's not useless, but like not exactly top tier. This is, I guess, how you'd put it. Which is like the worst thing, because like even if they do get the organization up again, once they've lost the first battle, they've like lost massive amounts of everything. It's surprised Egypt is winning. Yeah, Ottomans might just have to accept Egyptian independence. That's whack. And victory. Well, more like I've landed, but you know, that's close enough to victory that that's really meta. That's I can't believe I'm not even like halfway down the tree. Going to be... What does nuclear submarine do? It's actually nuclear submarine now. Interesting. Throwing the Persia HQ. Yeah. And that's about what... Yeah, shouldn't be taking too long for him to win. Only a few more belts. Yeah, supply soldiers going down. Still, this is probably the only place I could push off grain. Yeah, I've also run off man. Well, we're slowly getting them back, but still. Question is if I get enough back before the war happens. Before the next battle happens. I don't think so. It's like one of the bet them is gone. You actually have quite a array of fields. Do I have like any... Oh yeah, there's actually two. Well, that one is near Irkutsk. Irkutsk is like going to be massive, like industrial town actually. Should probably start like expanding here, like doing things. Because this is going to be a massively important place down the line. Like it has rare earths, like alloy plants. Nice. they're also going to be very important. I'm not going to need them right now, but, you know, better to have them and not need them than to not have them and need them. Exactly. Oh. Let's get forward to Shiva. Yeah, there are things going down slowly. That's nice. That's good. They've got like a lot more. Yeah, the GDP is also up by massive amounts. A pre-industrial demographic stage. Devout accomplishment. They had delivery. Respectful procedure. Unify Ethiopia. At this point, I'd be surprised if they're not. They're not the strongest Ethiopian power, simply because of my intervention. Probably focus myself on doing other things later. Well, I wanted to have a longer stream today, but still, I think like 3 hours is my limit. I'm nearly falling asleep here at my desktop. Yeah. Thanks for coming. Thanks for being here. Done a lot more than I thought. Like, I wanted to not exactly be too much qunxing, so I'd probably be like going to be doing more weird things, like, you know, going down here. Actually, can I subjugate you? No. Shit. Whatever. You know, doing some things I don't normally do. You know, like normally I go like for China, for Asia, for, you know. So how about we go for Africa this time? You know, like try to control the Indian Ocean. How about that? Without controlling India, actually, you know, like choke the. It will actually be really interesting to do in real life, but you know, like choke India out. To have done really have to choke out the Indian Ocean from like a British Raj by controlling all these trade lines. Go for like the Marina Kingdom. How strong when unrecognized unrecognized regional power? They're actually close enough that they can be, like, if they fall down, they could actually be annexed. Anyway, whoa, my throat. Anyway, as I said, this is the end for today. Probably be back tomorrow with also Tech Res more. We didn't get too deep, but you know, Russia is kind of not very educated nation. We've got being able to get LF and getting rid of like serfdom early, which means we could go for richer schools, which is pretty good. Anyway, thanks for coming. Thanks for being here. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to check out my watts and everything. And don't forget, as always, I have memberships and they come with a cool doc emoji. With a cool doc emoji. Anyway, bye bye.